welcome to another K-Pop stream. Good to have everybody here. It's good to see you all. Why is there a guy fishing stuff out of the pool on my thingo? Oh, I have an advertisement. That's really annoying. I have ad block. Why is ad block not blocking my advertisement? How annoying. Alright, cool. I got the stream back. Just give me a moment. Alright, cool. Hi everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm just looking at my thingo. Hi Chris from Korean Indie. When there's more people here, which will happen at the end of the stream, I'll talk about Korean Indie a bit. Try to get you a few new readers. That'd be good. Because doing Korean Indie must be like, out of all the posts that I do on K-Pop's blog, the one that's the least popular always is New Alert, where I do all the unknown groups and like make reviews of their songs and talk about their videos. And I think doing Korean Indie must be a bit like just doing New Alert and nothing else. Just New Alert all the time. So I'll give you a bit of help with that. I'll send some readers your way. If you don't read Korean Indie, you should. Anyway, I'll talk more about that later. For now, we'll start off. We'll go to the stream questions. What have I got? Okay. Oh yeah, someone noticed I made a bit of a fuck up in my most attractive poll results. So I'll talk about that real quick. Most attractive men and women in K-pop. I edited this post originally, so I had if I go down to the guys, yeah, V or Taehyung from BTS is number 3. I originally had him a lot lower. I think he was about number 7. But that's only because I counted the votes for V and the votes for Taehyung separately, because I didn't know it was the same dude. Because I don't follow these guys in the groups. I don't fucking know what their names are. So if someone just writes V from BTS and someone else writes Taehyung, I just assume it's 2 different people. So anyway, some nice people filled me in the comments section. So that was very nice of you. So I fixed that up, and that means he's now ranking number 3, which is pretty good for him. So Taeyong and Wonho and Minho and Kai, they all got moved down a step. But Shindong, who was just below V, he is still in the same spot. So that's where it goes back to normal, which is good. Good to see Shindong. he's becoming very popular. And I deliberately made all the header pictures for all of the 4 results post Shindong, because I think he's just going to become the mascot for this particular series now, because he's just so enduringly popular and people seem to really gravitate towards him for some reason. So yeah, there's going to be more Shindong in your future, folks. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out. And yeah, I think you counted as 2 different people to motivate people to fill the survey correctly. No, not true at all. If anything, it was probably a demotivator, because he got less votes. So yeah, Chris, I shouldn't pee before starting a stream. Why is that? Oh, I don't get it. So, but anyway. I hope you've had a piss now and you're comfortable. That's the G-Friend fan site. What is... I don't know. You're talking about the site as I sat down. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I'll talk about you more later in this stream. The stream's only go... The K-pop part of this stream is only going to go for half an hour. I'm going to do some gaming after, but I'll talk about you more later. Because what happens is during the stream, because it's only half an hour long, people tend to forget that it's on, so the viewers sort of gradually trickle in over the first 10 minutes, and then by the time I'm about to wrap it up, I've usually got the max viewers at that point. Next question, do you know or like Unknown Mortal Orchestra? Yeah, I know, I'm aware of them. Not really into them. I can't even remember what they sound like, to be honest. Some sort of prog thing, I think. Not really into prog rock. It takes too much time to listen to. Back when I was a teenager, I used to love, Pink Floyd and stuff like that, and all those really long Led Zeppelin songs and things, because take 15 minutes to listen to. But Oh no, these days I don't know. I'm more into the. I like one of the things I like about K-pop is it's short. You know, songs only 3 and a bit minutes long, usually. So, I think that's good. I think it's a good thing. I don't like listening to huge songs, even if they're good. I mean, I don't mind stuff like Gemini and stuff like that, where they have the 6 or 7 minute sort of drone excursions and things like that. They have some quite good music, but they tend to do the same shit all the time. If you hear one Gemini song, you've kind of heard all of them. Not that that isn't true for K-pop, but there's the differentiating factors in that sort of music is quite small because there's little catchiness. But yeah, Unknown Mortal Orchestra, not really into them. I mean, I wouldn't say they're bad or anything, but just not the sort of music I'd sort of sit down and listen to, if you know what I mean. Kara's song Rock You has a really nice instrumental that for some reason sounds super familiar. From 338 is a part that sounds exactly like a song I remember from childhood. I've been thinking about this for a few months, but I can't figure it out. Maybe it's okay. I'll better have a listen. And from 338. It's only 3 minutes 38 long, this video. What are you talking about? It sounds maybe I don't know. Maybe this is some really sophisticated joke about the song finishing. But that's the ending part. Yeah, no. No, you haven't missed most of the stream. I'm only just started, really. You're only missing the stream questions. But yeah, there's obviously at 3:38 the song ends, so I don't know what this person's on about. Maybe they meant 2:38. I'll just go to 2:38. I don't actually know. No, but whatever it is, I don't recognise it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that is the string questions. So all the other ones are from previous weeks, so I'll leave that at that. So anyway, let's talk about objectification again and this post a bit. I mean, I guess there's not much else to say, although I was really surprised that Irene got number 1. I think some of you weren't that shocked, but she was number 24 last year, so I really don't know what happened to make her so popular this year. I don't recall Red Velvet having some massive thing over the last 12 months that's changed everything. I thought they were just cruising along, so, but I don't know. I don't really follow it, like who's popular that much. I don't even like Irene anyway. She's got that sort of very Western style. She looks like a Hollywood actress. I guess that's why people like her, is that she's got that sort of 80s Hollywood actress look, especially with that hair. I don't watch a lot of TV. My girlfriend watches a lot of TV. Sometimes I go down, I watch her watching TV, and I see these girls on the new TV shows. They all kind of have that same sort of jaw profile that Irene has. It's sort of, and yeah, I'm not into it. I guess that's the beauty standard now in Hollywood, so I guess maybe that's why. But yeah, she does nothing for me. And neither does she, really. I mean, she's kind of like, yeah, you're attractive, but yeah, I'm not into her that much. I'm not into Sana. I'm not really into Momo. Your tastes are very different from mine. I can't even tell which one Minna is in Twice. I'm definitely not into Nana. IU's probably the first one here who I actually find interesting. And Jenny's quite attractive. I mean, all of Blackpink are really. They've been well selected. I can tell that YG is just a colossal pervert because the Blackpink girls do look really, really good. I mean, so Someone did vote for Soohyun, I think. Soohyun from ACMU. Yeah, someone actually voted. I don't know who it was, but someone actually went to my bias list and got my top three and voted for them in positions 1, 2, and 3. So I thought that was a nice little gesture. So thanks to whoever did that. So because of that, she got a vote, and so did Shannon Williams, who very few people voted for, and so did Unjung from Tiara, who got the most votes out of the three overall. Jiho, I'm not really that into. I kind of like it that she's older. That's kind of good that she's older and she's attractive. That's cool, but not really my type. Joy's alright. And Cho was really nice. And that's a really good photo of her that I found. She probably doesn't actually look that good in reality, and Nayeon's alright. She's pretty good. So yeah, the ones I liked were towards the bottom. Which reminds me, I have to redo my bias list at some point. That I usually do that every 12 months. So the last time I left 18 months, but I think there's been enough changes to make it interesting. And and I don't, as you can probably gather, I don't take the biases very seriously. So it's also a bit of a chance just to have some fun. Nayeon is a potato. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she's got that potato face, but that's kind of cute. I like the potato face. Potato face is kind of nice. Better than the Irene face, I think. I'd rather have the potato face. With guys, yeah, this dude Jungkook, he was always going to win. Like right from the start of the voting, he was just getting voted and voted and voted. But TOP usually wins, and he only got second. But the margin's actually quite small. I think for one brief point in the counting, TOP was actually ahead. He always does really well because he's someone who I think guys sort of are attracted to his sort of suaveness or whatever. So I think a lot of the males actually vote for TOP. And I do also know some females who really like TOP, like personally, who say, I don't really like those K-pop boys, but TOP is really fucking hot. So, there's a few people like that, and there's V again, and Taeyong, who's sort of got a bit of the Elvis lip curl sort of thing going on. Wonho's just very buff, I think, so I think that's why people like him. And he's got good taste in computer games, apparently, which I'm never going to stop talking about now that I found that out about him. Sorry, guys, but I just find that fascinating, and it's really cool too, because I'm not criticising him. I like it that he likes, that stuff, because so do I. Minho, who I originally got his picture on. I originally had a picture here of Minho, the actor, but like I said before, I don't fucking know these people from a bar of soap, these guys. I barely know the girls, to be honest, and the guys I know even less. So, I care about the music, not the guys and the girls in the group. So, I get their images wrong all the time, and I make all sorts of fuck-ups. But thanks for helping me with that, those of you who did. And there's Kai. I told you a couple of streams ago I met a woman who, her daughter actually met Kai backstage at the Sydney K-Con because she was part of the opening act. And Kai was a bias, so she really freaked out. Shindong, who's always great. There's Jimin. I think that photo and that video are actually the same performance, which is just accidental, by the way. Jin from BTS, he looks like a real fucking... You know those people you meet where they never close their lips, they sort of walk around like all the time. Apparently if you breathe in the habit of breathing through your mouth, you less oxygen goes to your brain, so you're not as smart. And I think he's one of those dudes because he's always got his mouth open. So he doesn't look like there's a lot going on in there. Who knows? Maybe he's just like a smart dude, and I'm being really mean. But Astro. Do many people even know who Astro are? Obviously, but yeah, I always thought they were pretty unknown. So it's pretty impressive that this dude's getting up there. He looks very smoothed over, doesn't he? Mingyu, whoever he is. And Taemin. There we go. and here's all the rest of them. So there you go. So that post has been popular, lots of comments, which is good. People tend to comment a lot on that stuff and get really into it, which is really funny to me because I'm really not that into it. But I'm only just do it for you guys and for you to have a laugh. Let's talk about Curie Mole. Is there anything I've got to say about this stuff? Probably not. Yeah, anyone who's wondering about the polls being rigged, they're not, because I count all the votes myself. That's why it takes forever to come out with the results post, because I actually sit there and every single answer I go through it and check it. And yeah, people were talking about doing proxy voting and stuff like that, but I can tell when that happens, and I can tell when people get their friends to vote too. It's all really, really obvious because I get the time and the IP address and all that stuff, and you can match writing styles, so it's pretty obvious what's going on. Someone asked me to explain Likey in more detail and what it was about. Maybe that was in the comments to this. Maybe not. I can't remember. It might be in the next lot of Creamwell questions for next month, so I'll save it till then. There's not a lot else I got to say. I mean, you can read the stuff that's in here. Someone asked me about Produce 48, and I just mentioned that I wouldn't cover it, which I've also talked about on the stream. I'm just clicking your link to the SBS article. Alice wins lawsuit against agency for forcing revealing outfits. Career where she was signed to A Entertainment on pawned as Aura. During the time she experienced difficulties because of conflicting opinions on her outfits. The Idol claims she requested outfit changes but it was ignored by agency. I'm not even familiar with that. I guess I should become familiar with it. Let's have a look for it. Aura. Not Rita Ora. I guess this is the video. Let's have a look at it. Is that actually her? Well, pretty boring song. You can see why she didn't like the outfits, they look horrible. Like, I wouldn't want to dress in that if I was a chick. Just not because of the skin exposure, just because you look like shit. So this is legitimately bad. If I'd known about this when I did my worst 30 songs, it might have gone in that. It's pretty terrible. Unless this is from before 2008, in which case it might get on my next post. I'm going to do a worst songs of the Dark Ages post. So all the songs before 2008 that were just really, really shit. I'm just looking for the worst ones. So, but I don't think this is old enough. But yeah, I've heard enough. This breakdown is horrible too. It's bad. Yeah, let's just stop that. I might just bookmark it for later use. But yeah, I don't know either. I mean, could be. I don't even know what Alice from Hello Venus looks like anyway. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, obviously there's a picture of her there. Yeah, I think that's her, but I mean, I wouldn't recognise her in the street, you know what I mean? So, yeah, anyway, whoever that is, whether it's her or not, I kind of do feel sorry for her. Good on her for getting some money out of a company for wearing that shit. So, yeah, that's it's pretty bad. Um, so there we go. That's Curimo, and yeah, thanks for that link. It's interesting. Let's just head over to Asian Junkie for a bit. See if there's anything interesting happening over there. Probably not, but we'll see. I mean, there's a reason why I don't write about a whole bunch of the stuff that Asian Junkie writes about. I mean, I like the site. I think it's a good site. In terms of keeping up with the news element of K-pop, it's actually a really good site for the most part. So, it definitely has some value. Fortnite dance emotes, K-pop. I don't really care about Fortnite. I'll play PUBG later. I'm going to do PUBG streaming after this, by the way. But I'll talk more about that in a bit. Dreamcatcher, A Broken Don't Have Time for Men. Yeah, that's could have guessed. Produce 48, I Don't Care. Holland. Holland's new song's actually not bad. Which is like his first one was just fucking awful. He's like his debuts. Oh man, just made me want to kill myself. It was horrible. But his new song's actually quite good. So I don't know what happened between the first one and this one, but yeah. Mama Moo Hot, I knew that. Jesse's has a song. Kyungri from Nine Muses has a song. Some other stuff, some Dreamcatcher stuff. Dreamcatcher's one of those groups that Asian Junkie like. They take a shit, he'd write about it. Just like with Card. Card takes a shit, he writes about it. Yang Yuong Pro, it's 43. Oh, so this is about the Yang Yuong sexual harassment case. And about, like, she was... someone took some... pornographic photos of her or something like that. I don't know. I don't really know. Whatever photos they took, I sure as hell hope that they look better than this incredibly boring photo that Asian Junkie uses every time he does a Yang Yuan article. I just want to go to here. Because this is funny. Because Hwasa got... a troll account is doing the Latinas Stay Winning and posted a picture of her, but this account is just every single person who they say this about isn't a Latina. I don't even know what Latina means, but all I know is that Hwasa isn't one. I'm not going to click on their Twitter account because it's just like full of porn and stuff. So I had my little comment here, which is down a bit because I always get downvoted heaps on Asian Junkie now. I always know I get the downvotes because other people, like this comment here has got 12 upvotes and this one's got 10 upvotes. And my one, which appears lower, has got 24 upvotes. So I've obviously got a lot of downvotes as well. But that's fine. So, which is you so much black face paint over there, it's kind of hard to remove now, like when people damage their hair by dyeing it too much. Obviously, I'm just having a joke about the silliness of the blackface accusations, but of course, people on Asian Junkie are fucking idiots, so, so they think I'm serious. Sorry if not all Koreans are pale white as you like. Oh, please, come on. The colorism. It's like, I'm not even trying to upset these people. Um, Unbelievable. Unbelievable how seriously everyone takes everything. Um, but anyway, it's funny. It's bizarre. Mum is being criticised for typhoon reference. Why are Mum always in trouble for stuff? So she posted about a storm. It became a typhoon after she posted about it, and now people are upset because she mentioned a typhoon and listening to the rain. Yes, I understand the point being made, and it's not wrong, but it's a bit dismissive, like not having the foresight to think it was likely that a massive storm could make landfall might cause a ton of damage. And no, it's not. This is where I disagree with Asian Junkie, definitely. Um, I mean, I don't know, like in Australia, we laugh at stuff like this. Like, laughing at tragedy is how you get through it, you know what I mean? Um, it's not necessary to, that's, I mean, that's why the film Life is Beautiful I thought was really cool, where they're sort of making fun of the Nazis while they're all concentration camp victims. Um, as laughter is what gets you through the tough times, and if you can't do that, if we actually becoming a world where we can't laugh at tragedy, I think it's really sad. And you know, I mean, if tragic stuff happened to me, I'd still laugh about it. I mean, yes, I'd be upset too. I know if my house burnt down, but I'd still make jokes about it. So it's, I don't know. It's a cultural thing with Australia. Australians always laugh at tragedy, and that's been a cultural thing in Australia for a long time. Um, Probably just comes from early life in Australia being fairly difficult, and a lot of tragedies happening, and and the weather killing people, and yeah, not just Australia. I'd agree there would be. It's We're not the only country that are like that. There's quite a few others. Um, Usually ones where they've had pasts where there's been a lot of struggle against the elements, or struggle against certain things. But yeah, in America, maybe it is, but you wouldn't know it from the way Americans talk about this sort of stuff. Whereas Australia, I think it's a little bit more obvious. In the army, yeah, I'd probably expect it there, to be honest. Um, that would make sense. So, yeah, I mean, is it deserving a major issue? No. Well, I agree with Asian Junkie there, but I don't agree that it's kind of dumb in the first place. Not really. I mean, probably the only thing that's dumb about it is that maybe she should have expected other people to be so stupid that they would make a big deal of it. But I don't think it's really that silly. Also, just a quick shout out. Um, yeah, yeah. Look, I admit in Australia we probably have a very skewed perception of American culture. Um, there's a lot of things that Australia gets wrong about American culture because we're not part of it. Um, like one of the things that we always think is that Americans swear all the time because you all swear all the time on your TV shows. But when I've actually met Americans who've come here, they don't swear at all, like almost never. But on TV shows, it's like fuck, motherfucker. My girlfriend's watching a TV show lately called, what is it called, Deadwood, and it's really funny to watch this show because it's like in the Wild West, but everyone swears constantly. This girl here, yeah, someone linked me that. I can't remember who this is. I don't know why. I should know. Who is it? Um, if I'll zoom it in a bit. Um, yeah, that's Unya from GFriend. It's a bit hard to tell because it fooled me because she's got different hair to usual, different clothes to usual, but yeah, it's pretty nice. She's pretty good. Just quickly, yeah, it doesn't work her, does it? It's just different styling to what she usually has, but it's clearly her. Korean indie. You should all visit this site because it is really cool. Um, if you wanna, if you like Nugu Alert, and he actually covers some of the same stuff that I do on Nugu Alert, like Zin Seha. I did one on him a while back, and yeah, you'll find out a lot of artists who you wouldn't normally find out about, and a lot of good music, and a lot of not so good music too. But that's part of the interesting thing about it is just being exposed to different things. So check out Korean Indie, and he does some very good interviews too. So worth a look to find out stuff, and stuff that's often he even did one with Uza, stuff that you wouldn't normally hear about in other places. He's definitely not doing it to being popular. He's doing it because he loves doing it, and he's a cool dude. And in interviews when they speak English, because I lost my translator. Yeah. If anyone wants to translate for Korean Indie, get in touch. He's right there in the chat, so do it, or just flick him an email or whatever. And because he could use someone probably. And yeah, and he did an interview with me too. So, which is great. It's a good read. I love the interview I did with Korean Indie because it starts off pretty wild and it gets wilder because he was having a bit of a drink during it, and by the end of it he was pretty maggoted. And he just he just goes on this big rant about KCON and stuff, bonus extra drunk KCON section, and yeah, it's good. We should do another one sometime. I don't know what about specifically. Obviously we don't want to retread the same stuff that we just talked about, but it'll be good. I think we should talk about your love of G-Friend and Twice, and just do a fun interview maybe, and you can sort of give shit to all the pop groups, and that'd be good. That'd be a good laugh. Have a Korean indie assesses Korean pop. You think go die? Oh, you love them. So I think that's what we do, and you still haven't hit me up for guitar lessons, so do that. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, support Korean indie, and I don't know, give him some money or something. Buy some merch. Buy him a beer. He's cool. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm gonna keep streaming though. I'm gonna log off the stream, log back on, and we're gonna stream some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds because one of my very, very nice followers gave me the Sandhawk Battle Pass or whatever, the key for that. So now I'm grinding through it to because I want to grind up to level 14 so I can get the black miniskirt, so I can then buy the black shirt, and then I can do Korean schoolgirl cosplay while I'm playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and piss people off. So because I basically, as people who watch me play that game know, that I basically live to troll everybody else who plays it by just camping and being an annoying prick. And so I think that will be fun. So stick around if you want to watch me stream games and have a bit of a fun time, or if not, just log off. And thank you very much for coming and watching the stream. Radio show tomorrow as always, and more posts coming soon. I will. The next big post planned is the worst songs of the Dark Ages, but I haven't decided because there's so many songs from back then that shit, like 99.9% of songs are varying degrees of crap, and so I'm undecided whether to make it the worst 30 or just 30 bad ones in general, because no matter what I put in there, there's going to be stuff that I am going to be missing out on, because there's just so much stuff that's lost in time, that's just been buried because it's just so bad that no one listens to it anymore or even knows about it. So doing a complete list may be hard, but so it might be like that, and that'd be good because that means I can just keep recycling the concept and doing, I can do 30 crap songs and then 30 more crap ones. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of, and I don't, I mean, if I just did the genuine worth 30, it'd probably all be like HOT and CJSH the Grace, SES, all those shit groups on SM. So yeah, it's hard to do it definitively. Sorry, my chat stream's just fucked up. I'm just fixing it. All right, I think we're good now. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for this stream. So thanks very much, all. Yeah. Do I have any good pics of Jessica? No, not really. No, not really. In a way, I was in her about like 2011, 2012. That was like peak Jessica. From then, she's gone downhill a bit. I think all the jaw shave's starting to fall out and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm off. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much, and goodbye.